big gooch. Hope you're alright. So I think it's about time I introduce you to the new vehicle. I've had it about 6 months and I lease it. I haven't bought it this time. I need something fairly big to cart my 2 little kids around and all that kid paraphernalia that comes with it. So if any of you have got kids, you'll know what I mean. Prams, bags, all that stuff. And if we wanted to go any distance, i.e. Scotland or somewhere down south, you know, a good distance, the only way we could fit everything in was taking the Type R. And the Type R, as you know, isn't really a car that you want to travel long distances in. They're a bit too raw, so I needed to change it, which is why I sold it. And I don't regret selling it. It's more of a I miss it badly. Still miss it loads, but needs must, don't they? Circumstances change. So I've leased this, which is a Seat Ateca. Top spec, which is the excellent spec. A couple of things I'll just run through what it's got. Full auto wipers, heated leathers throughout, dual zone climate, full LED headlights that are auto, pretty much electric everything, inbuilt nav, voice recognition. It's got a cool little switch down here, which I'll show you in a minute, that changes the driving modes of the vehicle. Eco, normal driving and sport mode. That's the little the driver modes, so eco, normal and sport. And it does have one for individual. Let's have a look at it actually. I don't think I've ever messed with it. So you've got your steering, set to sport, engine, obviously sport, air conditioning eco, because no one cares about that. Alright, sweet. And yeah, there you go. Impressions of living with it for 6 months are good. It's, don't get me wrong, it's not fast, but it's not meant to be. What does surprise me is the way it handles. For a big car, it doesn't lean. It doesn't lean at all, really. It's really stiff, but it doesn't ride like it's a stiff car. So I'm really impressed with that, and I have hustled it around a few roundabouts, and it does all right. It does all right. There's no like playfulness like you got with the Type R, you know, cocking its leg and all that, but it holds on, it grips. So when I ordered it, I wanted the petrol, and the most powerful petrol at the time of ordering, believe it or not, was a 1400 petrol engine turbo. And I know what you're thinking, fucking hell, 1.4 in a big car. Yeah, it's 150 horse and a reasonable amount of torque. Gutless low revs, gutless below 2. But a fair bit of meat between 2 and 4.5, so pretty much a diesel's like a diesel's power band really, and it's gutless top end as well. But it's all right. It's all right. And it's pretty decent on juice as well for again such a big motor. It's got that active cylinder technology where it drops to 2 cylinders, and that's cool. You wouldn't even know it's done it. You can't hear anything. Doesn't sound like it's missing. It's smooth as. Really chuffed with it, to be honest. Nice little car. I've had a bit of fun with it off-road, and it's all right. It's good. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like in winter with slippery roads, and if we get a bit of snow, I might make a little. Well, I will make a video of that. So yeah, keyless entry, stop starts in it. It's good. So yeah, in a minute I'll give it some uphill, and you can see what I mean about the performance of it. It's not, like I say, I'm not pretending. It's not meant to be fast or anything like that. So see what you think. Incidentally, when you do put it in sport mode, I'm quite surprised in the difference actually. So if I turn it round to the right now, on my display here, you get a new driver profile. It changed it to sport, and what that does is it stiffens up the steering considerably, and it's really good feel actually, good feedback. Very tall geared, extremely tall gear actually. I mean, that's third and it's struggling now, so we'll get it into meet. So it's not a patch on the Type R up here, it's a good 20-25 mile an hour down on the Type R. So you might be able to see that warning light on the dashboard. It's alright, that diff's decent man. Good diff in it. So yeah, some of you probably can see that warning sign down there, and what it's whinging about is they have a sensor in the front badge, and it says it basically scans the area for any stationary traffic or anything pulling out in front of you, any human beings walking out in front of the car, and it will slam on for us. What it does when it drizzles or gets a bit mucky, it basically whinges about the system being impaired. There you go. You see that? Front system deactivated. If I put it on, it's saying it's impaired. It goes away on its own after a few minutes, or I have to clean it. It's as simple as that really. It's a pain in the arse and an extremely annoying buzzing noise. Does it when it rains, and it fucking does my head in. It's going into the garage on Tuesday to have that looked at. The dealership have had this car in total since I've owned it 5 days, and they can't pinpoint that that noise. So it's going in again this Tuesday for another 3 days for them to try and pinpoint it. And it drives me up the wall because it's not loud, but it's just there. And it only does it when it rains, and if you press the clutch down it goes away. Most of the time apart from that time. So I have no idea what it is. There you are, by the way, you see the warning things just disappeared. So if we go on to vehicle status, there's no entries anymore, so it's sorted its sellout. Weird. So it's definitely some electrical gremlins or something going on, and I'm pretty pleased about not buying it, to be honest, and leasing it, because if I'd bought it I'd be plenty pissed. Let me show you some of the things that we've got here. So that's the sport display. So you've got your PSI, G meter, and engine power in kilowatts. Lap timer, never used it, pointless. Off-road mode. You can change your engine coolant. You can have it the actual engine coolant or oil temperature. That is your angle of steering. Whoops. Self-explanatory. That tells us what's been using the petrol. This is stupid. Just telling you how economical you drive. So if you floor it, it drops like a stone. Yeah. Tire pressures, blah 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 blah. Your nav system's very good. It's all voice activated, which I like. Because I use my Android phone, it needs to be connected via the USB. Incidentally, it's got a little Wi-Fi charging port here, which is nice, and it also boosts the signal for your phone through the antenna. So yeah, that's nice little thing. What else have we got? Obviously DAB radio that most new motors have. It's pretty nice. You know, you've got all your channels in there, whatever you want. It looks pretty nice. Incidentally, this has got the standard stereo in it, and it's really good. I'm really impressed with it. So
18-month TV contract.
Yeah, it's decent. I'm happy with that. Nice little touch. This is your ambient lighting. So when you've got your headlights on, you can change the interior colours. It's pretty decent. The only thing that isn't great with that is the dashboard lighting is always red. That would have been quite cool if you could have amended that as well. And this is where you would change your you know, your bar and your power on that boost gauge, change all that shit. You just tell it what you want to tell it, you know, dial so and so, or navigate to. You've also got a button on the steering wheel there. Pardon? Ignore her. Telephone's obviously all set up, and yeah, that's it so far. So the reversing camera itself is really good, nice definition to it. This obviously is like the little sonar with the parking sensors here. You can remove that if you want, just to have the full screen there. Yeah, I like it. It's also got this cool little, see the green P? So you come off all the pedals like that, and it will just stay on. So it holds you still, no need to use the handbrake. Not that it has one. But yeah, you just set off, and it goes off itself. It's great! So I've just managed to finally download this app. Great. This takes us onto his track. So we don't need to be fast. We're just going to drive along this track. You see what I mean about it being just a shit track, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just bumpy, there's no challenge about it. The car will just crawl up, no bother.
Thank you.